I'm going home!
Couple sweaters. I need a picture. Just have to attach the flash. Cue.
Yeah, feel that beat, feel that beat. Oh, yeah!
Oh, Mickey. Come on, Mickey. Let's dance.
Dance? I thought you'd never ask. I'd love to.
Welcome everyone to the Mickey Shorts and More podcast. And Happy New Year to all. Anyway, my name is Keaton.
And my name is Steve, and as he said, welcome to the show, and welcome to 2021. We are finally out of 2020, on to some new stuff here in 2021.
I hope 2021 pushes away coronavirus.
Me too. It's been a rough year for you. I mean, granted, you've had to stay home from school a lot, and
Which it kind of likes.
which you kind of like, but yeah, hoping that things get back more normal. I mean, I know we're still kind of in a rough spot, but you know, here's hoping that somehow things can get better. The Disney parks, all of them, can be back open soon, and things can be going back to somewhat of a normal basis here as soon as possible.
We've now done the Mickey Shorts and More podcast for 3 years starting now.
Well, depending on how you define a year, we've been on the air in 2019, 2020, and 2021, but okay. I guess with that definition, you can say that. But we are on episode number 69, and this week we are covering season 3, episode 9, called Couples Sweaters. Yes, we are off of the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse because we covered all of those episodes, and now we're back to what we started off with, which was the original Paul Ruddish animated shorts. Again, season 3, episode 9, Couples Sweater, or Couple Sweaters, is what we're talking about tonight.
This whole week, I've been super duper duper interested in Star Wars now.
Yes, a certain show called The Mandalorian suddenly piqued his interest, and now, hopefully soon, we'll start watching Star Wars movies.
Actually, Star Wars movies was my interest this week.
Aha. Keaton, what did we do for our New Year's Eve celebration?
Blow up the Death Star, but not normally.
Aha. So there's a tradition out there from a lot of geeks like us to blow up the Death Star right at midnight. You set the movie just so the timing is perfectly right, so that the Death Star explodes right as midnight hits. And we did that. We've done that the last several years, and this year we decided to do that again, but we decided to up it as a big level, and we blew up 4 Star Wars things at once. So we had everything all set. We didn't think it was going to work, but luckily it all came through. But we blew up the base on Scarif from Rogue One. We blew up Death Star 1 from A New Hope, Death Star 2 from Return of the Jedi, and Starkiller Base from The Force Awakens. Again, we had all 4 movies going simultaneously throughout our New Year's Eve celebration, and I was skeptical. I didn't think they were going to all line up just right, but by golly, they did.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a big quadruple explosion, which was glorious.
And we also had 7 TVs. One thing for our gaming, which is our normal tradition. And Animal Crossing, which is not, because we didn't have it back then, or it didn't exist. And
well, we actually had 6. So we had 4 Star Wars movies on, the Animal Crossing station, and the regular video game station. So 6 monitors going at one time. But let's get to what everyone is here to listen to us talk about, which is Mickey Mouse. But before we get into watching the actual episode, you know what we have to talk about?
What?
Some news.
Friends, loved ones, I've gathered you all here to tell you something important.
2021 news.
That's right. Actually, this is old news. This is not breaking news to 2021, but it was recently covered, so I want to make sure that we, cover this as well, because we are, supposed to cover all things Mickey Mouse as we go into, as we go through each week. So here's kind of how this works. Now, late in December, a couple weeks back, the popular Disney Parks TikToker, I guess that is the way you say it these days, TikToker, called @themouselets, had an image on one of their TikToks. And while they said very clearly in their TikTok, they're doing a series about abandoned Disney park rides, and they said very clearly at the top of the episode, this picture is not real. But a lot of people saw the image on their TikTok and said, whoa, wait, what is that? And suddenly people seem to miss the it's not real part. And now there's rumors floating around the news media that Disney built a gigantic Mickey Mouse ride and then abandoned it in the woods. And we're here to tell you tonight that that is not true. And where they're getting this from is there was a illustration, a very realistic illustration that was created by the digital art creator named Flip Hotus. And on his Instagram account, he does these really cool, like photorealistic pictures of things. And he did this photorealistic picture of a Mickey Mouse head. It's the size of a house. It's decaying. It's falling apart. It's in the woods. And it looks completely real. Wouldn't you say, buddy?
That is pretty amazing.
I know. We're looking at the picture now, and there'll be links to it in the show notes. But the ears are all falling apart. The eye is missing. It's just sitting there in the woods with a little, stream in front of it. It looks legitly real. And a lot of people thought that this was something that Disney had actually built and abandoned in the woods. But no, it's just a digital illustration. Just like Hollywood, when they're making movies, they make things look completely real that aren't really there. And this guy did the same thing with this quote-unquote photo. So we're here to tell you tonight that Disney did not actually build a giant Mickey Mouse head and abandon it in the woods.
I thought you meant something about the pool.
Yeah, nope. Haven't heard any updates on the pool. But for now, this story is not true. You can look it up on Snopes. You can see that it is not true. There's not really an abandoned Mickey Mouse in the woods. But understand, a lot of people are getting confused because it does look so real. And we're here to tell you it's not. But it's very convincing. It looks really, really cool. I really like that image, but not real. So that's it for the news this week, buddy. The news this week is that it's fake. It's not news. I know it's confusing. But now we can do our...
And look at all these fancy doodads.
The Mickey Mouse Product of the Week. So this week, our Mickey Mouse Product of the Week is tech accessories from Casetify. Now, Casetify just came out with this brand new line that they're partnering with Disney. And with these, you can get iPhone cases, you can get AirPod cases, watch bands, all sorts of things. But they have a great Mickey Mouse design, and they're really fun products. So, as we always say, go to the link in the show notes. You can look up all the different things there. You can click on it, and you can look at these iPhone cases. Now, you know what's cool about these, buddy?
What?
Well, number one, the design is cool. You got to get on the site. You got to check out the design because they're really cool Mickey Mouse designs. But like, for instance, look at this one here. This one's called the Jumbled Mickey Mouse phone case. And it's almost like combining a snow globe and a phone case, because what's happening here is there's all these like loose things inside the phone case, and there's fluid. And so as you move your phone around, the different pieces of Mickey Mouse also float around.
And Mickey Mouse pants.
There's Mickey Mouse pants and arms and heads and ears, all kind of floating around in there. This seems to be kind of a common theme for these guys. It's these like liquid-based phone cases. But, there's all sorts of different designs. You can have it personalized with your name. You can have almost, one that looks like the old Mousquetool. That's wrong show. Mouseketeer. All right, here's my favorite. It's kind of a beigeish leather. It's called the Cartoon Mickey Case. And it's got all sorts of versions of Mickey Mouse over the years, including one where his arms are really, really wavy right in the middle. There's old school Mickey Mouse. There's black and white Mickey Mouse. There's Mickey Mouse yelling for help. And that's, again, called the Cartoon Mickey Case. You look at the link in the show notes. You can see all sorts of fun things. But these are fun. You're going to want to get these as a Mickey Mouse fan if you want to adorn your phone and electronics with these. And you'll like this one. This one's called the Loud Mickey Case. And the reason I like this one is, it's clear. There's things floating around it, little Mickey Mouse heads, and there's a picture right on the back of it, right in the middle of the phone, with Mickey Mouse freaking out with his ears boinging off his head. Which, oh, look, he's falling on his head, too. Now he's angry about it. Shouldn't that be Donald Duck that's angry? I just love the artwork. So again, I know that we always say this, but go to the show notes, click on the link, you can see these products here, and you can order your own fun Casetify Mickey Mouse phone case, or again, get them for your AirPods or your watch. But a lot of stuff there. You can go order or pre-order.
Is there
today
iPad cases?
No.
Are you ready for the show?
So again, we are covering season 3, episode 9, which is called Couples. I keep saying that plural. It's not. Couple sweaters. Couple singular, sweaters plural. Couple sweaters.
Couples sweaters.
Not couples. Couple singular, because there's just 2 of them. Couple.
Couples sweater.
Yeah, okay. The official show summary says, Mickey Mouse tries to get through a date with Minnie wearing the world's most uncomfortable sweater. Now, we've talked a little bit about this particular show in a couple months ago when we did the review on Vacation Fun. Wow, that was last summer, goodness. But there is a lot of couple sweater in that short that plays at Disney's Hollywood Studios, so you might be familiar with some of this in here. The original air date is February 12th, 2016. Now, credit where credit is due, as we do with all of our episodes. This was written by Derek Bachman, William Rice, and Paul Reddish, directed by William Rice, and storyboarded by, you guessed it, William Rice, because traditionally the directors are the ones that do the storyboarding as they put their episodes together. Now, once again, we are back to the old school way of doing things. You can go to our website, you can click on the show notes, or just scroll down in your podcast player on your whatever device you're using. There's going to be a link to YouTube. You can just click right on that and immediately get directed to the show. No more going to Disney Plus. It is also on Disney Plus. Just click on the link. You can just watch it right off of YouTube. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. And you can watch with us. So, Keaton, do you want to give us a countdown so we can get this started?
3, 2, 1.
Mickey Mouse in couples sweaters. Big date with Minnie. Oh, wait, Mickey's naked again? He's throwing all of his pants on Pluto. And now he's got the couple sweater. But he hates it because it itches so badly. He just looked out the window, and Minnie Mouse is wearing her sweater, which means now he has to wear his. And his reaction to that was to drop his pants. So now they're sitting at the restaurant. He's itching like crazy. Anyone that's worn a wool sweater knows how this feels. I hate him. So Minnie is talking and talking and talking, and Mickey, meanwhile, is itching like crazy. He wants to pull body parts off. He is going crazy. And now their food is ready, and there's so much food. This is going to take forever. But Mickey just inhaled his to try to get done with this date quicker. So he shoves all the food in her mouth. And he's like, let's get out of here. Oh, but there's a dance tonight. Oh, what goes along with a great wool sweater like dancing and sweating? Mickey is going nuts. As Minnie is dancing and having a good... He just lifted up Minnie and is using her to scratch his back. Now we have the dance sequence. Mickey decides that if he throws Minnie far enough, he can get to the exit. He just threw her out the door. Oh, he's gonna try to take this sweater off, but now Minnie is like, hey, let's ride the Ferris wheel. And he's like, oh, okay. Minnie's happy. I've got to deal with this. Now, he just snagged the sweater on a nail as they got on the Ferris wheel. Which means I'm guessing it's going to start unraveling. Mickey is going into a daze. He's imagining what life is like without the sweater. But the sweaters are getting back at him. The yarn is unraveling. He's having this nightmare. The sweaters are eating him. Minnie was like, oh, that was great. And Mickey's like, all right, that's it. No more. But now these old people need to take a picture. They've got an old-fashioned camera where you have to install the flash bulbs one at a time. I had one of those as a kid. Mickey's like, no. This is not going to happen. And as he's running, he is unraveling his sweater that's stuck on the Ferris wheel. And now the sweater is gone. Mickey's like, okay, I know this meant a lot to you, but these sweaters have got to go. And he hated it. He's going on and on about how much he hates the sweater. Oh. Minnie's like, dude, chill. I hate this sweater too. What? It's just so itchy. Let's never wear these couple sweaters again. They rip off the sweaters. Oh, they're so perfect for each other. Now they're scratching each other. As Iris is in and goes to the credits. Whew. Compared to the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse, that felt so short. I'm like, what? We're done already? For the last 2 months, we've been watching all these long episodes, and now we're back to the 3.5-minute ones. That's great. All right, buddy. So what do you think?
What was your favorite part?
Couple sweaters.
I like every time. I like the time when Mickey shoved Minnie's food down her throat.
That's kind of always a favorite part. That's the scene that they show in the Vacation Fun at Hollywood Studios too, because Mickey Mouse is trying to hurry this date along as fast as possible, and they bring the most amount of food ever, and he's just like, okay, screw it, and he's like, he just shoves it down her throat. I do like that part as well. Anything else, buddy, that jumps out at you?
I like the part when Mickey just goes, it's a little funny. It's kind of a funny sound.
Oh, the sounds that the sweater makes on him?
No, when he says, itch.
Oh, because he's always trying to itch underneath the sweater.
It's kind of a funny sound.
Yeah, I love the animation style of this thing. I mean, it's the traditional Mickey Mouse look, but the way he looks when he's sweating, he's covered in red blotches all over the place. I mean, again, I'm a big-necked guy, and so I've never liked those type of sweaters. I can totally see where Mickey Mouse is coming from because they just make me itch and I cannot stand them. This is why I do not own sweaters. But I can totally relate. They are miserable. I don't know why people would like to wear them. And luckily, other than the Christmas time ugly sweater time of year, which I still don't have one, I can't imagine having to wear one any other time of the year.
My other favorite part is in the short. Here's a detail. After Minnie said, "Let's go dancing," Mickey was like, "Wow, that's a funny sound."
Oh yes, I mean, because Mickey keeps getting dragged to all these crazy places he doesn't want to go. I mean, it's a fun date night. They went out to dinner. They went dancing. They went on a Ferris wheel. This is all good stuff, except for the fact that he's in the world's most uncomfortable, ugly sweater. Now, there's a few stylistic things in this episode that are going to be different from other episodes. First of all, there is Mickey's whole vision on the Ferris wheel, where the sweaters are chasing him and he's trying to get away from them, and he's just kind of freaking out internally. This is really similar to the pink elephants sequence from the movie Dumbo. Very, very much like that. And then there's a whole stylistic look of the dancers that are in the bandstand as, you know, they're doing the baby soxing and all that kind of stuff. This is directly out of the short All the Cats Join In from the movie Make Mine Music. So another classic Disney look that is fun to see kind of resurrected in this Mickey Mouse short as they're dancing around, and you've got the Mickey and Minnie in the Mickey Mouse style, and then you've got the rest of the dancers in that Make Mine Music style, which, you know, it goes together quite well, actually. Let's see, a few other things that I kind of thought were interesting. I find it interesting that the old couple with the camera, I mentioned, you know, briefly when we were talking about the episode, the camera, I had one of these as a kid, and they're the biggest pain in the butt. So you had to take individual flash bulbs out of this pack and stick them on the camera just to take one picture. It was really a huge pain, but that was the kind of camera I had when I was a kid. So now you've got this old couple that are trying to use that camera, and they're trying to get the flash in, and they're just so shaky they can't do it. But if you notice, they're wearing sweaters exactly like Minnie and Mickey's.
Oh.
They match. And then did that pier, you know, that the Ferris wheel's on, did that look familiar at all?
It's from Pixar Pier.
It is from Pixar Pier, which is at California Adventure.
Yep.
At the Disneyland Resort. Someplace we hope to go back to if they'd ever open their doors once again. So a lot of fun nods. I mean, it's a good classic. It's a good fun story. There's a lot of nods to classic Disney in there. It's just a good overall fun 3.5 minutes. And it's weird to be back to these shorts once again. So that is our commentary on Couple Sweaters. At last, at the end of the show, I finally get the name correct. Couple Sweaters.
Couple sweaters.
Oh.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
The time where I always make you guys laugh.
That is right, with his own written jokes, as he's been doing for the last few months. So, Keaton, what did your brain come up with for us this week?
What did the kid say when he climbed the mountain?
All right, let me see if I got this right. What did the kid say when he climbed the mountain? Is that the joke? Mm-hmm. I'm glad I made it to the top. I don't know. What did the kid say when he climbed the mountain?
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. I think I saw your eyes boing out at some point in time this last week when I said, that was hilarious. And you're like, I hear a pun in that. And suddenly your brain went to whirling. And that was the joke that came from it. And that is what we call
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So that is our episode for this particular week. Remember, you can listen to all things Mickey Shorts and more on our website at mickeyshortsandmore.com. You can find all of our commentaries. We covered, you know, from here on back for the regular Paul Reddish produced Mickey Shorts, and all of our reaction shows to the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse, all available on our website. You can find us, if you'd like to subscribe to us, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on Amazon Podcasts. You know, whatever podcast player you listen to, just do a quick search for Mickey Shorts and More, hit the subscribe button, and you can find us there. And then you can connect with us on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitter. Just do a quick search for Mickey Shorts and More podcast, and we should hopefully pop up somewhere in there. Just look for our show logo. Remember, you can email the show your questions or your comments at mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com. Or even better, call the voicemail line and leave us a message so that we can play your voice on future episodes coming up. Just call us at 541-321-0472. Next week, Keaton, we will be covering Turkish Delights. A very different episode with a very different visual style. All that we will cover soon. So next week is Turkish Delights. And with that is it. That's time to wrap it up. There's a lot of, this week especially, there's a lot of really messed up stuff going on the planet, in news, in politics, in coronavirus worlds. It's really easy to get depressed. So take the medicine that we always prescribe. Go watch some Mickey Mouse. Go put on just a quick short. Any of the shorts we talk about, just do a search on Disney Plus for Mickey Mouse shorts. Find them, watch them. They will make your day better, which is what we need right now, is just a way to get away from the craziness of the world and smile and laugh. And Mickey Mouse is the best person to help you do that. So go watch those and tune in each and every week to the Mickey Shorts and More podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Dun, 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 dun.